Huh? Hmm?
As a wise cat once said, bullying is bad! But in my case, it is a daily challenge that I have to put up with from every single person in my community. Something that I have that I don't promote too heavily is the Bone Zone, which is the avsterbone Discord server. It is where all of the members of my community are welcome to join and have a good time. Now, the reason why I don't promote it heavily and just recently added it as a link in the description is because I don't want all the normies coming in. And I know what you're thinking, Avi, you're such a normie. You used an E-meme and a Fine Bros meme and look at me, I'm Quintus Minimus. I only want people coming to the Bone Zone who are like real members of the community, subscribed and are like hip with it, and then they're like, oh, let me read the description and be like, oh, I can join the Discord. But after a lot of pressure from my community, now I am actively promoting it in the description. So this will be a video both to dedicate to the Discord server that we have and basically go over the community that it fosters. Let's talk about bullying. When you think of bullying, you think of rates on the incline. You think of people getting sad, depressed, and that is not good. And that is what my Discord is all about. No, not like that, because the only person who really gets bullied is me. When you think of commentary channels that'll bully other people, you think of people like Pyrocynical, Nuda, Cross, PewDiePie. But me, I'm the victim. I am a member of the Me Too movement because I am a victim of radically being bullied. It happens so much that it's just a part of my life now. It's just a part of my life. I go on the Discord, what's the first thing I see? Fatty. Fatty. I talk about how I had dinner the last night. Fatty. Stupid Jew. Fatty. I can't escape it. It's just always there. Now that we've gotten it out of the way that, you know, I'm the person who always gets picked on, I'm the butt of the joke, I'm animated in this knockoff Netflix series, all right? Let's talk about the community itself, because the avsterbone community is a very complicated thing to understand. There are a lot of different people, a lot of different members, and the people who are a part of the community understand it, but to an outsider, it's very strange. So allow me to explain to you what the avsterbone Discord community is all about. First off, there's me, the most important member of this community. Without me, there is no Quintus Minimus, there is no Ryan, no one is relevant. I am the centerpiece. You take a big chessboard and you take the king's gone. The king dies, everyone else dies, you lose. I'm the king. But the thing is that the king can only move one step at a time. So the king is slow, but it's not the piece that has the most moves available. The most moves available would definitely be to Quintus Minimus. Quintus is what I would call the queen. Not because he exhibits a lot of female tendencies, but because he also maneuvers the most around the community. First off, Quintus is my only administrator as of now. That will probably change in the future because he is... he is this close to just being replaced by Erie. Erie, I got a spot open for you. But Quintus, when I'm not around, is definitely the front lines. He is by far the person who is interacting with the community the most, the person bullying me the most. He's got his own show called Freedom Island, a memeology aspect of the avsterbone community. He is the person that moves around the most. He's doing the most, he's helping out the most, so that's why I would call him the queen. Next up, we have Ryan Skip. Now, Ryan Skip is also a very important member of the avsterbone community, and I would classify him in chess as a rook. Ryan's place in the avsterbone community is that he started off as a very dedicated fan, but then grew into a moderator. He was a moderator on my network for quite some time, but then lost it because he couldn't keep his mouth shut and said things that he shouldn't have. Now, the reason why I classify him as a rook is because a rook can only move two ways, vertically or horizontally. And that's exactly what Ryan does. He's either doing a great job helping everybody out, being super nice, or screaming at people, yelling at Quintus, going absolute bat crazy, doing things he shouldn't be doing. So it's either he's great or he's bad. There's really nothing in the middle. There's no diagonal. That would be a bishop. Today, he's not a mod, but he's still in the community and he's always talking and stuff like that. And for the most part, he's good. So you know what? He's like a graduated pawn, because a pawn can only move forward, but it can only move one step at a time. But Ryan does a pretty good job of moving forward all the time. So we're gonna make him called a vertical rook. Next up, we have LGR. Now, LGR is the person that my channel is willed to. If I ever die, LGR gets the channel. And LGR is what I would call the bishop, the diagonal piece. So LGR, again, a very dedicated fan of the community. Always around, he's been a mod for a while. He made one little mistake, but that was it. And he's very good at being neutral. So rather than always being right and always being wrong, with LGR, it's right across the middle. It's just like a bishop. He moves diagonally around where he pleases. If he sees an argument going on, he'll try to mediate. He might reach out to me. He might let me know what's going on. And, you know, that's good. That's good. You know, he's that neutral person in the equation. He also does a great job. Every morning at 7:30 when I wake up for school, I get a message from him reminding me of my morbid obesity. My morbid obesity, thank you. I love waking up to messages that say fatty from you. He's also quite the artist. He actually designed the new avsterbone Halloween logo, which I might use on the Discord and my main channel. I haven't figured out yet. It might be getting a little bit spooky, but thank you, LGR, for that. He also is at my live streams. He supports me, he cheers with bits, and that's what's important. Next up, you have Shy. Shy is what I would classify as a pawn. He moves one spot at a time. Shy is someone who's a passively active member of my community. He's not always chatting, he's not always talking, but when he does, it's like we all know him. He's welcomed, and that's especially prevalent in the Twitch chat. I'll stream maybe 5 times, and one of those 5 times he'll pop in, and it's like, oh, what's up, Shy? So he's like that pawn, you know, at one piece at a little time. You know, he might talk, he might say something, he might donate me a couple bucks. That's what's going on. He's also very sneaky, you know, he's got that little black avatar, you know, he's kind of like tripping around, you know, you never know what he's up to, Mr. Shy. And then you have what I would call the horses of the community. And that would probably be Bingo Bongo, and then the other dude's name, I think his name at one point was like One Rule Here, Bully, avsterbone. And they're basically the fun little clowns of the community. They're always making people laugh, they're always saying something, they're always active. They're usually in the Freedom Island channel making some sort of fan art. They're always talking in the general chat, and you know, that's what they do. To highlight the important members of the community and the roles that they play, that's what I would classify those people as. But now let's talk about the channel specifically. We have the important channels, you know, that's your rules, that's your announcements, and that's all the boring stuff. But then you get into the meat and potatoes of it, which is the general chat. The general chat is where all the conversation takes place. There have been many petitions by both Quinn and other members of the community to make more channels where people could talk. I say no. We keep the conversation together. Any sort of conversation that takes place, it goes on in the general chat. That's where everything is. If you want to talk about a new video, if you want to talk about me, if you want to talk about my belly, everything that takes place conversation-wise is in that general chat. Next up, we have the memes channel. Now, the memes channel is where your images go in. It's where your funny, hysterical, normie memes get put in for others to laugh at. So these images may include a "Do you know the way, Uganda Knuckles?" It may include a 9 + 10 is 21, because those are the type of memes that the avsterbone community really thrives on. And next up, we have the Freedom Island chat. Now, Quintus, thinking his show has any sort of relevancy, decided to have this channel here because the conversation was just too much to keep in the general chat, and the chat barely gets any messages. But when it does, it's typically talking about, oh, when's Freedom Island Deluxe 7 gonna come out? Freedom Island Episode 6 was my favorite episode. And then it might be some fan art, maybe some altering of some characters, basically designed to make Quinn feel like he's important and has actually any place here in my community. And you know what? Being that he does suffer from asthma, I think it is important that he had... That was so bad. Oh my god. I am gonna have to... Oh, wow. Oh! Do I delete that from the video? I feel like that's, I can't decide if that was below the belt or not. You know, we're gonna keep it in the video. I'm so bad. That was so bad. How does it feel to be bullied now, Quinn? Oh my god. Next up, we have the bots channel. Now, something that I personally hate is bots, because you have these bots like Me6 and Dino who never work. They just never work for whatever reason. But when they do work, it's actually pretty funny, especially Dinobots. So on the Bots channel, you could take an image, slap a logo on it, make it a Keemstar, do whatever you want, and it sometimes makes really funny images. And if you're bored and you're looking to spice something up, it's a good channel to go into. Next up, we have my favorite channel, the NSFW channel. So this is where all of your Christian, family-friendly images go into. You are required to say that you are 18 before you enter because we want to make sure that you're at least 18 days old. But after that, it's just a Christian family channel because we don't want to expose you to religion unless you are 18 days old. So the type of images that you'll find in here is we have a bot that doesn't have image filtering on to allow those Christian images to come in. And if you do like .image, BDFI, then you get some interesting stuff, all right? It really shows you the community that you have by the things that they'll search up. We get Splatoon. It's disappointing the things that you guys want to see without clothes on. And it's even more disappointing to see who actually takes the time to make this stuff a reality and actually draws it. Ugh, it's beyond me. And then the last channel that I'll talk about is the Camp. This is a channel that is going to definitely get this video demonetized. But aside from that, this is what our alternative punishment system is. Rather than kicking or banning someone when it's for something stupid or petty, we just put them on the camp, you know? It's a closed off channel. You can only talk in there. You get a rank called to do. This is going to sound so bad to someone who has no clue who I am. And basically, it's a little confined space that you're in where you can talk and chat to basically no one until we feel that you have served your time. And when we feel like that you have served your time, you've been served your rations, you've put in those hours of hard work, then we let you back out into the community. That's basically the culture of the avsterbone Discord. Being that this entire video was a promo for it, if you would like to join the avsterbone Discord, there will be a link down in the description. Go ahead and click on that. It'll be the top link to join the Discord server. And make sure to say hi. Hi to me and all your fellow avsterbone friends. Because honestly, the more people we get and the more active members we have, the more fun it is. This is hopefully going to give you a foundation for how the community works, how certain members work, and overall allow you to get yourself into the community and make your transition that much easier. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to slap that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure to slap that subscribe button. And I will see you all next time. Peace!